What a beautiful game of football that was. What a beautiful 90 minutes of football that was. It was very entertaining. Like nobody left the stadium until the final whistle. Very entertaining. Manchester United were obviously the better team today. They were just unfortunate and unlucky to concede that goal from the corner. This is a new season, and Manchester United are still having the same corner issue, the same set piece issue. Ever since Manchester United sold David De Gea, they have been having issues um, defending set pieces. They always concede from set pieces from the past 2 to 3 seasons that David De Gea left the club. Andre Onana and Atla Bayinda, they are not good enough. Atla Bayinda, this is the second time he's making this kind of mistake in a Manchester United match. He did that last season against Tottenham Hotspur in the Carabao Cup, and Manchester United conceded directly from the corner. And Onana obviously have been doing it consistently in games that Manchester United have been conceding goals via the corner. Manchester United really need a new goalkeeper, and they also need a very good defensive midfielder. Casemiro was very okay today. Although yes, he had some errors, he made some errors, but he was very okay. Ugarte, I don't know what is wrong with Ugarte. Manchester, if not that Manchester United they were able to be recovering the lost balls always, they would have considered from the mistake of Manuel Ugarte. Manchester United really need another midfielder so that Bruno Fernandes would be free. Bruno Fernandes is not a CM. You will enjoy Bruno Fernandes more when he plays up front. And look at today. Yes, he had a decent game, but his lapses in defending was so obvious and it was showing. He was lucky not to get a red card or even a yellow card. He was very lucky not to have any of those. But Manchester United, they really need to not to put their head down. They really need to build on from this performance and give in their all. The players need to give in their all every day, every weekend. Because if they don't do that, they are going to struggle. Not that you have a good performance today against a big team, then you play badly against a small team. Manchester United, they really need to build from this performance against Arsenal. They were the better team. They had the most possession. They had the most shots on target. Just that Arsenal goalkeeper David Raya was just too good. He made 2 big saves. And the defenders, Gabriel and Saliba, man, those two show why they are one of the best pairing or the best pairing in the league for the past 2 to 3 seasons. They were very brilliant. Those two, they are a maniac and a beast. And Manchester United, they also need to learn how to play with a striker. When Benjamin Sesko came in, nobody was feeding him. Nobody was servicing him. The crosses were no longer coming. Manchester United really need to learn how to play with a striker. The coach need to work on his player to know how to play with a striker. This has been the issue since Rasmus Højlund came to the club. And now, Benjamin Sesko will also have that same issue if they don't improve on that. Same with Arsenal because Gyökeres looked lost in the game today. Yes, Arsenal have not been playing with a proper striker for the past 2 to 3 seasons. But right now, they have one of the best strikers in the world. They also need to play to his strength. They also need to know how he moves and watch when he moves. Not that you'll be playing as if you are using the first line to play. Those were the 2 things that the both clubs failed to feed their strikers. That's why you saw that Sesko was a little bit quiet when he came in, and Gyökeres was completely quiet, and he was being bullied by Matthias de Ligt all through the match when he was in the field. But the game altogether was very entertaining, and it was obviously a very interesting game. Manchester United, if they can build on from this performance, they are going to do well this season. I don't see Manchester United finishing anything like last season or being in the second half of the table. They are going to see it's just 1 game per week. They are going to do well. At least they'll finish in the top 6 or top 8. And if finishing in the top 8 is obviously going to be a good season for them based on where they are coming from last season. But today, it was a very entertaining game of football. Kudos to Arsenal for winning. Kudos to Mikel Arteta for the way his team has been defending. They have not lost to a big team for the past 3 seasons now, and that one continues. So congratulations to Arsenal for winning today.